Hello, we're joined here today by Hrishikesh, who is the brand new winner of the show Chefs on Trial, hosted by Alex Polizzi. I'm just going to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind. First of all, and obviously, I'd just like to ask you how it was working with Alex Polizzi. She's quite a phenomenal lady, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean, it was quite a good experience to work with her. She's very open, very straightforward lady.
Yes.
And if she doesn't like something, she will just tell you immediately, straight onto your face. So there was nothing to hide from her. And I think the best part was to be honest with her, and just she knows what's happening in the hospitality industry. She's opened quite a few different restaurants, hotels, and helped many people in her career. So no, it was a very, very good experience.
So that makes things very simple, doesn't it, with being straightforward and honest?
That's correct, yes. Because you know exactly where you stand, and you know what you need to do in the future, or like the rounds which I had to go through, so the semi-final and the final. So I knew exactly where I stand in the semi-final. I knew I made a few mistakes up there, but I got a good feedback, and when I came to the finals, I knew what I'm supposed to do.
How are you feeling right now?
It's a great feeling. This is one of those jobs which I've been waiting for a long period of time. I'll be very honest with you, since 2011, and there have been a few rejections, and I've been to interviews somewhere else, etc. But in my heart, I always wanted to be an executive chef of a reputed country house hotel, and I think for good things you have to wait.
Yes.
I had to go through a different kind of interview this time, against 8 chefs of different caliber, but to win the job, or to get this job as an executive chef, is one of those goals and ambitions I've fulfilled now.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So how do you think working in a beautiful countryside location like this will compare to working somewhere like Bath, which is obviously quite a large city? Do you think there's somewhere quite small and rural like this, do you think you'll enjoy it?
I'm a family man, and all our family have always enjoyed countryside. Even though we were near the historic city of Bath, still my old place where I was working was in a countryside. And I mean, just look around you, it's beautiful everywhere. Wherever you see it, it's amazing. You got a lovely produce, so I don't think so there will be any problems to work and get find my feet and get settled in here. I think sometimes it's in your destiny that you have to travel, you have to make changes, and your career path takes you to a different destination completely, and you have to, if it's right for you in your heart, you feel that this is the right place, you just got to go for it. So I felt that this is the right place as soon as I entered the kitchens. I felt, and when I met the owners and during the interview process, so the rest will just fall in its proper place.
Yes, you've certainly chose a beautiful place. It's one of our little favourites. It's very special.
It is brilliant. It is brilliant. I mean, we've got 2 different hotels in here with completely different setup of rooms.
Yes.
But the food offering and the quality of the food offering is the same. So it's a challenging role for me, but the setup and the settings are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
What we found, we've worked with Gilpin for quite a few years now, and we found it consistently evolves. It just changes all the time. Barney and Zoe are always thinking of new things. So have you got some new and exciting things to add to the kitchen?
I mean, the kitchen role is going to be an important role for me as my first executive chef job. There are quite a lot of menus which are needed to be done as soon as possible. But the aim is to make sure that the food offering is the best food offering, or the simplest we'll call it. But there is lots of flavor, provenance, where exactly the food is coming from, and the regular stuff what the chefs say, building relationships with the supplier. So all this will start soon. I'm currently under progress is the afternoon tea offering, which is very, very well known here at Gilpin.
Yes.
We're just upgrading that to a different level. The breakfast menus have changed, and then I'm going to start working on the new lounge menu, so that there is a simple food offering for the guests who are staying with us for 2 nights, 3 nights, and then they will have simple lunch offering as well. So that's what I'll be looking for. And once all this is settled and I know my team, I'll put the finger on a la carte.
Now, if you could choose one of the other contestants to join you in the kitchen, which one would it be and why?
That's a hard question, and I don't want to disappoint. Can I now have two?
You can have two if you like.
Okay, then that's pretty easy. Two, definitely Ben, who was against me in the finals, and Ian Simpson, who was against me in the semi-finals. Those two contestants. They both were passionate of cooking, about their job, and they had the right attitude, and that's very, very important, this word attitude.
Yes.
You know, sometimes you are talented, but if your attitude is not there, you just don't progress. But they both had the right attitude to progress in the kitchen. It would have made my life really easy to have both of them, to put them on a section which is a weaker section, and then that will give me enough time to concentrate on another part of the kitchen. Unfortunately, I can't have them. But those two, definitely Ian Simpson and Ben Murphy. Great contestants.
So you're obviously quite used to the camera now. Do you still get a little bit nervous?
And in front of the camera, since I won the Roos Scholarship, I was told by my executive chef Hal Jones, who's he's like my father figure, and he said to me, "Get used to it."
Yes.
I've been questioned quite a few times. I've been in front of the camera quite a few times, but I think the most of the time I get nervous is when there is an important thing to do, which is this sort of an interview, or if we find a product which hasn't come into the kitchen at the last minute. So that's the time the nervous part starts kicking in. Apart from that, no, pretty calm.
Good. I have a funny question to ask you. Who was the easiest to work with, Barney or Zoe?
I've got to be very diplomatic when I answer this question. The easiest person to work with the Gunless family was Zoe. Barney's is a little bit different, but at the same time I do get along really well with him.
Yes.
And in fact the whole family is brilliant. They all have supported me right from the beginning, since the semi-finals started when I walked in the place. And I know I'll get all that support throughout my career in here at the Gilpin. And I've just been in here, but they also helped me move from my old place down here, so which was really good to see that I was, the amount of care and the amount of love that I received right from the beginning is perfect. And you can see when you speak with the staff in here who have been here for the last 10, 15, 20 years, and when you speak with them, they speak so highly about their employer, so something is right. And I think that's the sort of that's a perfect start for any young chef as his first job as an executive chef. So I'm very, very lucky, very fortunate. Yeah,
it's lovely to see a family so passionate, isn't it, about their brand and their hotel.
They are very passionate, and they want to make sure that whatever they offer is the best offering.
Yes.
And they don't want anything to be of mediocre quality or anything like that. They want to make sure that it's just their best around in here.
Yes. Okay, well that's all from me. Thank you so much for your time. It's really nice to meet you. I wish you so much luck in your new role. I'm sure you'll be fantastic, and I'll be seeing lots more of you, I'm sure. We visit quite often, so it'd be great to catch up again in a few months when you're nice and settled.
I'll try my best to make sure that this place is offering the best food possible in and around in Cumbria and in Britain. No, thank you very much for your time.
No, thank you.